Security researchers found a new way to break out of the Windows installation process, or OOBE, the out-of-box experience, that allows them to get into a local administrator's command line. Let me show you. So to be able to play with this, I'm going to be using a Windows 11 virtual machine that I have set up here in VMware Workstation. Now this is a completely fresh VM. I wanted to be able to show you this process just so we could get into that OOBE, or out-of-box experience, that you might be used to set the keyboard configuration, to add new users, to deal with privacy settings, yada yada yada. So from here, we're booting into Windows for the very first time. So we're booting up to the installation media, the disk to be able to actually install Windows, and let me cruise through this process just so we can see where we would usually land. I don't have a product key in this case, and once we get through here, it'll ask us, oh, what version of Windows do we want to install? I'll use Windows Pro, whatever. Click on Next, but then it'll tell us, hey, currently right now, as it stands with my virtual machine, we're not able to run Windows 11 because Windows 11 was one of the first ones that required a TPM, or Trusted Platform Module. You might have seen that screen where it was checking our PC if it were able to run Windows, but we know, or you might know, I think I've showcased this in a video, or at least I really hope so, we can bypass the TPM check, or even the RAM check, storage check, CPU check, and all of the checks that Windows does to determine whether or not it's able to be installed. Let me just speed run through this, and then we'll get to the actual OOBE breakout. We could, if we really wanted to, modify the settings of the virtual machine and then just add hardware for a TPM, or Trusted Platform Module. Now I can't do that right now because the machine is on, but even when we do this, then the drive gets encrypted and you can't as easily clone the VM from a snapshot or any other use case, so I really like to try and bypass those checks. But here's the thing, I always forget how to do this. I feel like I've done it once and it was sort of a set and forget, because then I have a base image or VM that I can use and clone and use for any purposes that isn't drive encrypted. So anyway, I needed to go track down the steps again to install Windows 11 into VM without TPM. Now there is a manual way to do this by opening regedit and using the command prompt to create a couple registry tweaks, but this is all done via a terminal that you open at this GUI, or graphical user interface screen, using the special hotkey combination Shift F10. That'll open up the command prompt and you'll be an administrator. So that technique, which is not what we're talking about today, has historically been used for quite a bit to be able to add other local admin accounts, backdoor a system when you have access. But what I want to do is use these commands that essentially do all the same thing as the manual action, but I can at least copy paste that into the VM. So back at the Windows installation prompt, before we've even done this, let me go ahead and Shift F10, get that admin prompt open, and then I'll right click and actually go to the edit window to paste in all of these commands. And to be clear, with Shift F10, you do get that admin prompt, but that can be disabled. So this is all about another way that you could actually break out of this OOBE, out-of-box experience during the installation process, and I want to show you that now that we can finally get Windows installed. Let me click through again. We'll get to the install process after we agree to the terms. Yep, looks fine to me. Let's go ahead and install to the VM disk and go ahead and do it. Okay. Now that Windows is installing, after that, we can take a look at the OOBE breakout. It's easier than you think. But before we do, while we're waiting for Windows to install, please let me take just a quick moment to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, AnyDesk. The best choice for remote desktop access. AnyDesk is fast, even on low bandwidth connections. With 99.98% uptime, it's reliable, backwards compatible with older operating systems, even with file transfer functionality and a clean user interface. It feels like you're sitting at the remote device. And the best part is, AnyDesk is completely free for personal use. There are custom-tailored business plans to help your whole team stay connected, with tons of use cases like video editing, remote 3D printing, and general collaboration across your organization. Connect your own devices for access anywhere, and even help support family members with troubleshooting and those ever-present tech support asks. Use AnyDesk to save time and effort with the easily customizable, secure, and smart choice for remote access. Whether it's in the cloud, on-premise, or even on mobile, AnyDesk is trusted by over 185,000 businesses worldwide. Get started with AnyDesk and connect your world with my link below in the video description, jh.live/AnyDesk. Huge thanks to AnyDesk for sponsoring this video. Okay, now Windows has been installed to the disk and it's booting up for the very first time to the OOBE or out-of-box experience. Remember, this is when it'll ask you about your region, your location, the privacy settings you want, adding a second keyboard layout, all that. But the question is, how could we get an administrative command prompt so we could do whatever we wanted to do even from this screen? Well, we know that we could use that Shift F10 hotkey to be able to open up that admin command prompt, but that could be disabled. That might be turned off on some systems. So what are the alternatives? Well, think of when you're usually operating and working on your Windows desktop. Well, you could open up the start menu, or I don't know, you hit Control-Alt-Delete maybe. Let me try that real quick. We could try it here. I'll send Control-Alt-Delete to that virtual machine, but nothing really happens. I can keep clicking that and it's just not doing it, right? So this is where it's simple, because in all reality, we could use some tricks using some of the even accessibility tools that are available here for us. So if I click that menu down at the bottom, you might be able to see the magnifier, contrast themes, narrator, voice access, on-screen keyboard, etc. But magnifier is actually a special one because that will open up another window for us. If I click that on, you can see it's opened up and now I'm zoomed in to the 200%. Let me bring that out to 100%. But while I have this window open, it's another window. So I actually get to do a little bit more regular Windows desktop things, like Alt-Tab on my keyboard and switching or navigating between different windows. We could see what's open, even the Microsoft account kind of vague amorphous blob there. And we could even use the Windows key and R on our keyboard to open up the Run dialog box. So I pressed that. You might not have seen it. You might have seen, oh, the screen flicker for a quick second. We lost focus to the magnifier because it's been created. It's opened the window, but it's in the background. It's behind the screens, then we can't really see it. But if I Alt-Tab, we do have our Run dialog box. I can click into it and it's still not shown. It's still not present or visible, but it is focused. So I could type in here cmd.exe, and if I wanted to, hit enter to open up that command prompt, or I could hit Control-Shift-Enter on our keyboard, and that will run it with administrator privileges. Like UAC, user account control, we get our little pop-up. Do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Windows command processor, cmd.exe, yes, but it doesn't show up. It's still in the background though. If I Alt-Tab, look around, there is our administrator prompt. And I can try and type in here, who am I? Even if I can't see it, I'll hit enter and it's really tough to see, okay, the results there, but you can run commands. So you can net add local admin, create another backdoor user, do anything else you might particularly want to. Now I've tried to experiment with this. I've wanted to use like Alt space to open the context menu and then Alt space M to try and move it. You can see my cursor jumped and I tried to drag that around, but it's still just tucked behind the scenes. Maybe Alt space X to maximize it or Alt space N to minimize it and then try and bring it back. It doesn't seem to work. I've even tried to close that Microsoft account so nothing else really changes. It's just now that window's gone apparently. But you can still type in, execute, run commands. How could we get this to the foreground? I don't know if you always need to, but remember we were discussing Shift F10. That might not always be available, but if it is, let me show you. We could close out of the magnifier and then try to close out Alt space C for our command prompt there. Now clicking into OOBE, the regular out-of-box experience, if I did that Shift F10, obviously administrator command prompt opens. And now I can run who am I here. You'll see we are the user default 0, which is currently in the net user administrator groups. We could actually go take a look at that. Net local group administrators, default user 0 will give you the admin access right then and there. But now that we've opened this window, if I were to try to use the Windows key and R, the run dialog box is completely visible. And any subsequent things that we open, like another cmd.exe, will be displayed in the foreground because I guess the Shift F10 terminal lets us bring that there. And Windows is installed. You can see our prompt in the command prompt is a C: drive, no longer the X: drive like you saw before we had installed because it was on the disk. So we could do anything on the Windows system. Neat. Cool. I hope that's just neato. And again, maybe some of you are thinking like, okay, so what? This only happens when the machine is being provisioned or just set up. But I want to talk about that. I also want to discuss and chat a little bit more about the Shift F10 old school option. Please let me give credit where credit is due. This was seen, found, discovered, shared and publicized just a bit ago, the 12th of August, by an individual, another security researcher or folks doing this stuff with the handle BKA. In the About section here, he discusses how he writes about IT and security and in-depth technical stuff. He's on Blue Sky, X, or LinkedIn. So big shout out, credit, kudos, props, all the things that are reserved for Bastian, senior security consultant at SSE Secure in Germany, and handle BKA. I'll be sure to put his link, his blog, all the references in the video description. Now, he discusses the Windows OOBE or out-of-box experience breakout, discussing how we can get into that default user zero admin command prompt. And then he sets the stage, telling everyone that the Windows out-of-box experience is everything that we're used to. You could end up using that with sysprep. So if you're preparing golden images, maybe you steam run, roll over that, maybe using the initial configuration for the settings, or it could just be brought up with any sort of machine management like Intune. When Shift F10 kind of was hitting the streets as folks were able to use this to do whatever they might want to, even when the Intune company portal had machines get reset, then they could do anything from there. But if the Shift F10 hotkey were not desired, you could end up removing it or disabling it by placing an empty file with this specific name in this specific folder. There's another blog or link to be able to discuss that. I think this is Rudy who was putting this out and discussing a lot of things that would be handy and helpful to do and have here, and then he uncovered that with that specific file. So again, link in the video description if this is interesting or helpful for you. But now with Shift F10 out of play, and hey, we need some other potential alternative. Is there a way to do a breakout? He's thinking, you know what? This is simple. This is easy. Just use the run dialog box and you aren't reliant on Shift N. You can still run commands while you use that magnify.exe and the rest of the regular Windows tricks. He's got a sweet GIF here, or a little animated GIF, however you weirdos like to pronounce it. Now he uses the on-screen keyboard, which I think is handy. You can use that, but I did want to demonstrate pressing the keys naturally on your keyboard. Once you have the magnifier open, it'll just work. Obviously, this could be used and abused to create backdoor accounts or manipulate the system, do whatever you would like. And Microsoft doesn't consider that really a security issue because OOBE is going to naturally run an admin session, and leaving the new device unattended during the setup is like leaving the machine unlocked. Totally true. He gets into a little bit more Intune specific stuff that I hope might be helpful for some of you. Granted, I don't think I am too smart on that. I do want that to be available though. So again, links in the video description. And I think it's another neat little thing just to be able to pop open that admin command prompt.